morning, collectors. Today we are going to unbox and review the NECA Last Ronin action figure. That's right, NECA made this figure based off of the Last Ronin comic book, and we're gonna unbox it and take a closer look at what NECA did with this figure. And this is number 1 of 2. Don't know if there will be additional figures from the comic book produced by NECA. I really hope there is, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get him out of the box and take a closer look at him. We've got the Last Ronin, aka Raphael, out of the package. And NECA, amazing. This thing comes with a lot of accessories. Looking at it in the package, when I saw it, when I went into a Target and opened it, I said, I've got to have this figure for my collection. One to open and look at and review, and one to keep sealed, because there's just so much going on with this figure. Let's start with the accessories that come with him. He has 3 sets of hands. On him is 2 punching hands. And then separately in the package are 2 holding hands for the weapons, and then 2 grabbing hands. He comes with a second head where the mouth is open. He also comes with a pair of goggles, and one of the things I like about these goggles that NECA did is the way they designed them. There is a little bit of rubber, not rubber, like a elastic band type material on the back of them that will hold them onto the head. And then on the back of the head, there is a tiny hole, and there are 2 different designs of how the mask is tied off. He also comes with 4 shurikens, this little explosive grenade device. He comes with a bow staff, his sai, looks like it's a electro, like billy club. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. And he comes with the katana, the sheath for the katana, and this thing in the back that looks like it's a claw that could be used for grappling, climbing. And it's not plastic, it is actual thread material that is tied to it, which is a really nice touch. And then, as you can see, around his neck, I decided to hang, and we'll take them off here, Mikey's nunchucks. And we'll bring these a little closer. And as you can see, this is not what keeps them together. This is not plastic or rubber. This is actual chain material. And taking a closer look, the metal chain, and then you have a little silver here, and then you have the wood, and there's texture on these. As far as the bow staff, this looks beautiful. It has the leather molded wrapping, and it's an off color, like it's dirty and dingy. They did a wash on this. Same as the katana. The art deco on this, it's beautiful. The hilt, as you can see, is gold, and they did the detailing with a black wash on it. Everything about this figure, just taking out of the box, just amazes me. The attention to detail, the love and caring that NECA puts into their figures. And I can't complain for paying $35 for this figure. Just alone the accessories and the detail, it looks amazing. Let's take his swapping head and take a closer look at that. Look at the detail in that. You know, he's kind of grumpy looking, old. We'll get a better look at his head, the head that's actually on him. This is simply amazing. Let's take, just so I can show you guys, the goggles, the back of the goggles here real quick. That is an elastic band material. That's not plastic or rubber. That's a nice touch. NECA, I love this figure. Now, with Mikey himself, or the Last Ronin, and let's see, we can probably get a better look. This hood here does come off. So you can take the hood off, and on the back of each of the heads, if you can see it right there, there is a hole, and you can take the, where he would tie the mask off and put that in. So now you have it where he's got the remainder of the fabric for the mask there. And there's two of those. Or if you just want to leave it like that. But if we look at the detail in this figure, there is ripples in the clothing, arm padding on either side. As you can see, just look at that, how it looks textured and old and dirty. Like everything on this figure looks like it's battle worn. Look at his gauntlet, the scratch marks, the damage to it. And let's take a look over here at this side. The knee pad, just look at that. Look at the... I could talk about this thing all day long. Just on the details, the attention to detail, like the toenail coloration. Let's get back to the figure. I'm taken by the figure and what NECA is giving us for the price. Articulation, the head has a little bit of movement to it, up and down. As you can see, the arms are a ball joint. There's a little bit of give and take with this because of the top rubbery part on them. It does have it's a butterfly jointed elbow, but because of the arm pad, there's not a whole lot. You can get the 90-degree angle and straight. It swivels in multiple points on it. The hands do have a pin that go in when you swap them, and so they'll spin around, and they're also jointed. And since I have them here, let me swap this hand out since I have the hands. Give a little snug pull, and then pop the other hand in. And there, boom, done. And we'll put that back there and straighten the hand out. Got a little bit of torso bending up and down, but more of a waist spin. The legs are a ball joint. The knees are butterflied. The ankles have a pivot, and then they have the up-down, not very much going to the back, and slight pivoting on side to side, very little. But out of the box, this figure is amazing. He stands on his own. And you look at his belt. He's got pouches galore for stuff. He's got a loop here where one of the weapons can go. And then we take a look at his back. And you have a loop here for something to go in, and a loop here. And then there's this thing where there's rope right there. And I'm not sure what goes into those, but we're going to find out. So let's put some of the weapons onto him, and then we'll take a 360 look at him so you guys can get a overall look of him. And looking at the back, like you can see, if you can see the texture, look at that. I'm going to say, if you guys aren't into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but you collect action figures, this is definitely one you want to add to your collection. So we'll be right back once we put his accessories on. All right, we've got accessories on the last Ronin there, and we're going to bring this in a little closer for you guys to get a better look at him as he goes 360. And you can just see, one of the things I noticed, this piece up here where the bow staff and the sheath for the katana are supposed to go, they are super tight, so I put them in the back belt area. Love what NECA did. If you guys are out at your local comic shop and they have one, or you find it in your local Target, I highly recommend picking this one up. This is definitely going to be one of those figures you want to keep in your collection. If you guys like the content that I'm providing, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It helps support my channel so I can keep bringing you guys amazing action figure reviews. And until the next video, stay safe, stay warm, and have a happy new year.